Dear all, today we'll see designations of a set. So there are two standard notations used in set theory. So the first one is a list form, and the second one this is a property form. List form and property form. So we'll see how list form is used in set theory and how we can use property form, right? So the first thing we need to see here is list form, right? So this is the list form. So listing all the elements of a set in braces. So this is what the example. For example, I'll say A is my set name is A, and I will write the elements in curly braces. So 1, 2, 3, 4 separated by comma. This becomes an my list form of set theory. So all the elements in the curly brace, these are in the listed form. So the list form is nothing but the listing of all the elements of a set in a brace. What is the drawback of this system? If there are large number of elements, then the listing of all the elements of set is obviously inconvenient. So for example, I'll say set of natural numbers, right? So I'll start with 1, 2, 3, 4, likewise. So there are number of elements, right? N number of elements are there. So listing of these numbers is not a good idea, right? So n number of elements are there. So to convert this list form in the property form, so the second form is property form. So here we denote the set by the property possessed by the element. So here we need to represent these listing elements in the form of property. So all the elements have a common rule or common property that we need to find out, right? So here an example, we'll see the example. So see here, Px is nothing but the property of an arbitrary element. So for here we are considering x is an arbitrary element, and we need to find the property of that element. So such set is called as a property form set. So we are representing the elements in the form of property. Are you getting my point? So here Px is nothing but the property. So here I have given one example. So you see G is the set is equal to x such that, so this vertical line we are calling it as a such that x is the positive root of x square minus x minus 6 is equal to 0. So here we have a equation, and if we solve this equation we'll get some roots, and roots of that positive roots of that equation is nothing but the x value. So all such x is nothing but the set. So we have to find all such positive x, and we have to write here. So now they did that set will become an list form, set representation in list form. So instead of list form we are writing like this, and this is the way to represent the set, and that way is called as the property form. Are you getting my point? So you can take another example. For example, I'll say set A. Here I'll consider set A is equal to, I'll write x. X is an arbitrary element where or such that x is positive natural number, sorry, positive real number, positive real number. Are you getting my point? So A is the set, A set A is x such that x satisfy the property is nothing but x is the positive real number. Are you getting my point? So this is an example of set which represented in the form of property. Getting? Now we'll see the following are some common notations which are used to denote the various sets of real numbers. So here we have some examples. We'll see these examples how we can represent the set. So already we have some letters, and that letters we need to these are the standard letters actually used for the set. So here we have a set of all integer numbers, so we can directly write the letter as Z. So Z is equal to all the integer numbers. So see here, Z is equal to this all. So this is what the set of all integer numbers, all the integers including positive, negative and zero. Getting my point? Now here we have a set Z plus. Z plus means Z plus is nothing but set of all positive integers. So here all the positive integers we are putting in one group or in curly braces, and that becomes your Z plus, and we are calling Z plus. This is a standard notation. I'll say Z plus. Whenever we will use Z plus, it means all positive integer numbers. So here we have a Z minus. So Z minus is nothing but the set of negative numbers, negative integer numbers, set of negative integer numbers. Now we have a W. We can say W is nothing but the set of whole numbers. So this positive integers plus 0 is nothing but whole number. So this is what the capital W, and when we say capital W, that means the set of whole numbers. So this our set will start from 0 to all positive integers, right? So here dot 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 means it goes on continue, right? Now we'll see set of rational numbers. So here capital Q is nothing but the set of all rational numbers P divided by Q, whatever the P divided by Q value, such that P and Q belongs to Z. So this representation is in the form of property. So such this is the arbitrary element. This is a one element. When we divide P by Q, we'll get one number, and that nothing but such that P comma Q means these two numbers belongs to Z, and you know Z is nothing but the set of integers, all integers including positive, negative and 0. So these all belongs to P and Q belongs to Z, but here we have written another condition, but Q should not be equal to 0. Q is not equal to 0. If we divide by Q, we'll get not defined as an answer. So except 0, Q as a 0, other integers. So when we divide by one integer by another integer, whatever the value will get, that value, such value we are putting in one set, and that set becomes an rational number set. So Q is nothing but the set of all rational numbers. Getting my point? So we'll see the next set, that is standard R, capital R, and capital R is nothing but the set of all real numbers including, this is the decimal float number, this is the integer number. So including all the numbers, positive, negative, so that becomes our real numbers. Not real non-real numbers means, you know, we have complex number. For example, C is nothing but the set having under root minus 1, under root minus 2. Except this imaginary values, whatever the remaining elements we are putting in one set, that becomes our set of real numbers. Okay, so now we'll see R plus. R plus is nothing but the set of all positive real numbers. So X such that X belongs to R, but X should be greater than or greater than 0. Strictly greater than 0 means all the positive real numbers. So from this onwards, so all becomes an R plus. R minus means X such that X belongs to R and X is strictly less than 0. So that becomes all negative real numbers. So that is nothing but the R minus. So these symbols, this set we can directly use So these are the standard nodes